I'm Chad Demera. You've seen me on your screen, fighting for the Demera legacy, navigating the betrayals, and surviving the absolute chaos of Salem. I will take you behind the scenes for you. Welcome to the channel.
Are we having the complete and utter destruction of Alex Kiriakis and Stephanie Johnson's marriage right before our eyes this April? You have to ask yourself, how did a marriage that is still practically in its infancy reach such a toxic, suffocating breaking point so quickly? The spoilers for this week are painting a devastating picture, and honestly, I am both entirely shocked and completely unsurprised all at once. We are watching Alex desperately try to keep his new wife happy and safe, but his methods are spectacularly backfiring. Stephanie firmly believes that Alex is interfering in her life, treating her like a fragile, helpless child rather than a grown woman. So is Stephanie gonna walk away for good because Alex is just too controlling? Let's be real for a second. We absolutely need to talk about this, because this is not the first time we have seen this exact pattern of behavior from him. We all know that Alex has been an absolute nervous wreck ever since Stephanie's horrifying kidnapping ordeal with Owen Kent. Trauma does crazy things to a relationship, right? But Alex is failing miserably at making Stephanie feel secure. Instead, his actions are pushing her right out the door, and their marriage might be over before it even had a chance to thrive. The spoilers reveal that Alex is going to completely panic this week, and the catalyst for this emotional meltdown is seeing his wife in the arms of another man, Jeremy. Let's break down exactly how we got to this explosive moment. Stephanie absolutely laid into Alex after she discovered that he essentially quit her job at Titan on her behalf. Can you believe it? He made a massive career decision for her without her consent. Stephanie was already feeling incredibly foolish because she had unknowingly fed Philip Kiriakis information that he already possessed, making her look incompetent in the corporate crossfire. And then her own husband steps in to rescue her by making her choices for her. That is a massive red flag. After a furious screaming match, Stephanie stormed out, desperate for air. And who does she run into in the town square? Jeremy. She literally breaks down, crying on his shoulder. And he just holds her right there in the middle of Salem. Now, if, Alex Kiriakis, you would expect him to go absolutely ballistic, seeing another man holding his wife. But here is where the psychology of this storyline gets incredibly fascinating. When Alex finally tracks her down and sees them together, the timeline tells us he actually tries to walk away. Stephanie spots him, jumps up, and calls him over, prompting Jeremy to awkwardly hightail it out of there. Alex puts on a stiff upper lip and tells her he is just glad someone was able to help her. Later, back at their apartment, he makes a heartbreaking confession. He isn't furious. He is envious. He is deeply, painfully jealous that Jeremy can comfort his wife while he is entirely shut out. But let's look at the underlying history here. Alex absolutely refuses to accept that Stephanie has forgiven Jeremy for his messy past. But to Stephanie, Jeremy's the only person on earth who truly understands her right now. Why? Because they were held captive together. That is a classic textbook drama bond. She is profoundly grateful to Jeremy for being there in the dark when no one else was. And Alex simply cannot handle that. It wasn't his choice, it was Stephanie's. And while Alex loves her with every fiber of his being, there is a very fine, dangerous line between being fiercely protective and being abusively controlling. As far as Stephanie is concerned, Alex has sprinted miles past that line. I have to take a side here, and I honestly think both of them are making terrible mistakes. Stephanie is the daughter of legacy characters, Steve Patch Johnson and Kayla Brady. she has the resilient, fierce Johnson blood in her veins. We've seen her try to fix incredibly complicated men in the past. Just look at her messy history with Chad DiMera. But right now, her PTSD is blinding her to her husband's genuine, albeit clumsy, love. On the flip side, Alex is acting out of pure, unadulterated fear. Remember his past. He was abandoned by his biological mother, Angelica Devreux, and left for Justin and Adrian to raise. Alex has a deep-seated, agonizing fear of abandonment. He is gripping Stephanie so tightly because he is terrified she will leave him. But in doing so, he is crushing the very life out of their marriage. But hold on, because you won't believe what happens next. As if the Jeremy situation and the suffocating control issues weren't enough to sign the divorce papers, there is a massive ticking time bomb sitting right in the middle of their living room, the baby debate. It is no secret that Stephanie absolutely does not want children right now. She is traumatized. Her career is in shambles, and her marriage is on life support. Alex, however, desperately wants to be a father. He wants that picture-perfect family to heal his own childhood wounds, and that brings us to the ultimate plot twist that is going to blow Salem wide open. Mark my words. This marriage is done, because Joy Wesley is returning to town on April 24th. Yes. Craig and Nancy's daughter, carrying all those manipulative Wesley family traits, is coming back. And she isn't coming back alone. Remember when she left town over a year ago after a false negative pregnancy test at University Hospital? Well, surprise, Joy is bringing Alex's newborn baby with her. Just imagine the sheer devastation. Stephanie is already pulling away, feeling suffocated and unheard. And now her husband's going to be handed the one thing he wants more than anything in the world, a child by...
Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay dramatic.